I'm going to turn 50 this year, but I had my first child when I was 19, so I was a young mom. And so my oldest child is 30 right now. And so I think that really made a difference in my life that I have been a mom since I was 19. So for 30 years I've been a mom, and I have 4 sons. So that's a pretty busy life. So I kind of have always been a mom my whole adult life. So it's just the way I think. And I think that's why becoming a teacher was pretty easy, because I've always been around kids. When I was younger, I really liked little kids, and I babysat a lot. And then I worked in an infant care center. That was my first job when I was 15. And then I became a preschool teacher. And then I decided to work in an elementary school. And I did that for 13 years as an aide. And I said, I need a job that pays more money, and I can have a retirement plan, and I can kind of have more control over what I do. So I got my teaching credential when I was 30. I thought of different things when I was going to school, what I might want to do, and I got my degree in sociology. So in sociology, you study social groups. So I did a lot of classes about family and family dynamics, and then I did some classes in, like a little minor in criminology. So I studied, terrorism, and I studied, criminal minds, and I studied how those paths happen to people. And so part of it is just learning about different things that happen in people's lives that sometimes lead them down, more unfortunate paths. But I liked my degree in sociology because it made me learn about a lot of different things. I did a whole thing on criminal justice. I did a section on families, and a section on birth and the way different people handle childbirth and child rearing. And I thought I would be a criminologist. And so that's when I got to go visit San Quentin. Most of the people in that class were actually people that wanted to go into law enforcement. So I was probably like 30 years old, and I was pretty small. And all the people I went with, most of them were these big, huge guys that wanted to be police officers and correctional officers, and they were all really going into law enforcement. So we went there just to see what it was like, how the prison is set up, and they would take us a tour of the grounds. But it was just an interesting experience, because I was female, and second, because I was young. That was a little bit scary, actually, to make that decision. And I thought, well, I'm not so sure what kind of an effect I would have on those guys. So I think I should be a kindergarten teacher, because I'm pretty good at that. And I could be forceful in kindergarten where I don't come across quite as forceful there. I knew I would get my degree in sociology and then get my teaching credential. And I was already an aide. So I kind of knew that I was going to be a teacher, but I was also really just drawn to that. It would be kind of funny to think, well, by day I'm a kindergarten teacher, and at night I study criminology. So it's kind of one of those things that I'm still interested in, but I wouldn't change my career.